on CTV3 News. Major shake-up in cabinet. Minister of Agriculture Jose Abelardo Mai resigns from cabinet amid controversy and political pressure. Orange Walk Police sees large catch of suspected untaxed produce during mobile patrol. Police Coast Guard officer under investigation after assault with firearm during Orange Walk incident. And Oscar Mira takes over the Ministry of Home Affairs. These are some of the stories we have for you tonight in our newscast for Monday, November 17, 2025.
Looking for quality, tasty, and easy to prepare meals? Look no farther. M&M Frozen Foods, proudly distributed by United Distributors Limited, brings you a wide range of delicious frozen delights, perfect for every occasion. From frozen pizzas, quesadillas, garlic bread, jumbo samosa, cocktail samosas, pizza pockets, spring rolls, and hacken noodles, M&M Frozen Foods is fresh, flavorful, and convenient for busy lifestyles. Whether you're planning a quick dinner, hosting a gathering, or stocking up for the week, M&M Frozen Foods has you covered. Available now at leading supermarkets and stores nationwide through United Distributors Limited. M&M Frozen Foods, extensive variety to satisfy every craving.
Attention farmers! The New World screwworm is a serious threat to livestock, pets, wildlife, and humans. It causes yield losses, damages the quality of meat and skins, and can even kill them if left untreated. Check your animals daily. If you see any wounds on them, treat them immediately. Prevention is key. Apply approved healing and fly repellents to the navel of newborn animals after dehorning, ear tagging, or any other practice that leaves wounds on your animals to ensure your animal's well-being. If you notice worms in unusual wounds, report them immediately. Call Baja at 824-4872 or text or WhatsApp 670-7003 or call your nearest Ministry of Agriculture office. And don't forget, never transport or receive animals with injuries. Together, we will prevent the spread of this dangerous disease. This message was brought to you by Baja, OIRSA, AICA, USDA, and the Ministry of Agriculture, Food Security, and Enterprise.
We are the Public Utilities Commission. Since 1999, we have regulated Belize's electricity, water, and telecommunication sectors, ensuring quality services at reasonable rates for consumers. A lot has changed since our establishment in 1999, and so have we. To reflect our evolution and future-focused vision, we are proud to introduce our new identity, where the blend of colors show our balanced and inclusive approach to regulation, where innovation, sustainability, and trust are all equally important. Orange represents the telecommunications sector and symbolizes innovation and connectivity. Green reflects the energy sector, sustainability, and national growth. Blue represents the water sector, highlighting trust, stability, and life-sustaining resources. White symbolizes transparency and accountability, core principles of the PUC. We are the Public Utilities Commission, transitioning to a new look, but our core values remain the same: accountability, excellence, integrity, innovation, and professionalism. Our logo is more than a design. It is our visual commitment to continue to serve the people of Belize with transparency, competence, and professionalism. We are the Public Utilities Commission.
Your government is taking back ownership of our hydro dams and power generation plants, and all shares held in BEL by the foreign-owned Fortis. Belizean assets in the hands of Belizeans. Fully Belizean-owned and managed, with all local employees. Our nation's premier source of clean power generation is now in our hands. Revenues made in Belize will now stay in Belize. Remember, energy security equals economic independence. your government continues to put Belizeans first.
Police rescued a woman who was allegedly held captive and raped repeatedly by her ex-boyfriend. A few weeks ago, we told you about a teacher in the Corozal district who was accused of rape and sexual assault against a student. Well, tonight it's a principal that stands accused, and the student he allegedly abused is 30. A 17-year-old from the Belize district told police that her father had touched her inappropriately in a sexual manner in July before he raped her at their home on the day school opened.
Real men don't beat up women. Real men don't prey on children. Real men don't abuse and rape and terrorize. Real men uplift women and protect children. It's time to break the cycle. Time to end the violence. It starts with us.
Infrastructure that impacts lives, provides opportunities, and enables the growth of communities and country. That has been the constant mission of the MIDH. The upgrading of the Guinea Grass Road has forged a vital link between the vibrant and productive communities of Shipyard, Guinea Grass, and the rest of Belize, which allows the smooth movement of goods and services. The transformation provided by meaningful infrastructure is very real.
We had really been struggling to transport these hoses on these roads, right? Since we have all the holes in the roads and stuff like that. We do not have that issue anymore, right? So now when we are delivering our hose, it comes to its location in a 100% complete product, right?
Before this highway came into place, this Tower Hill to Guinea Grass highway, there was a lot of bad things going on in terms of the road. It was bad. Potholes when it used to rain. People used to take a long time to come out and come into the village. And even teachers who are teaching here who have to commute find it very difficult to do their traveling every day.
Una gran diferencia, gran diferencia. En el tiempo que estaba la carretera, que no estaba pavimentada, era demasiado polvo, demasiado. Y era como más despacio. Andabas como más lento porque pues no podías ir rápido. Pero ahorita es un gran beneficio, la mera verdad es. Yo creo que es lo mejor que el gobierno ha hecho. Yo estoy muy feliz, muy alegre con ello.
Well, now with this highway, now we have a lot of people, traversing the village. And our people in our village who have a small business like fast food, they're benefiting from that, no? Because people stop there in the morning, have their breakfast, and they go and continue their business.
Have business been increasing? Definitely. Yeah, we have realized like when it comes to our customers, right? So like we do not have the problems anymore that customer would say if they would call in, okay, where are you located, right? And I would say we're located entrance of Shipyard. And then they would say, okay, we have to travel the bad road or whatever. So that's not a question anymore.
In the past, I believe these students used to struggle, meaning going on the bus or traveling on pickup, and it took long, they reached late to their classes. But right now, the transportation is accessible and the highway is accessible. So from Guinea Grass to their destination, to Orange Rock, to the high schools in Orange Rock, it takes less time. Right now, I believe teachers, people smile because it only takes minutes to reach from Guinea Grass to Tower Hill.
Good evening with your news also simulcast on Face FM 106.7. I am Joanna Rodriguez. In a significant political development, Jose Abelardo Mai has officially stepped down from his position as Minister of Agriculture Sources confirm that Mai submitted his resignation earlier this afternoon, and the Prime Minister, John Briceño, has been presented with a letter of resignation. Details surrounding the resignation suggest that it was made under considerable pressure from Prime Minister Briceño, who, according to reports, is himself under pressure from the United States government. The circumstances leading to Mai's departure remain somewhat unclear, but the timing coincides with recent political tensions and public controversies. The resignation follows a heated incident in October when Mai publicly condemned a viral social media post that falsely linked him to criminal activities. At that time, Mai vehemently denied the allegations, describing the post as highly defamatory and asserting that he categorically denies all allegations. He also accused certain elements within the media and political opponents of colluding with the United Democratic Party (UDP) to tarnish his reputation through fake news campaigns. The implications for the government and the agricultural sector remain to be seen as officials navigate the ongoing political landscape. It is left to be seen who the Prime Minister will appoint as the new Minister of Agriculture. A police Coast Guard officer is currently under investigation following the emergence of a video showing him assaulting a man with what appears to be a firearm during an incident in Orange Walk Town early yesterday morning. According to police reports, the altercation took place around 3 a.m. at the corner of Cinderella and Progress Street. It is understood that the 43-year-old man who was assaulted was a passenger in a vehicle whose driver suddenly swerved off the road, mounted the sidewalk, and knocked down a woman while also hitting a traffic sign before coming to stop. In an effort to assist the woman, the 43-year-old man exited the vehicle. It was at this point that he allegedly heard someone shouting that the driver of the vehicle was about to be shot. The man reportedly tried to intervene, and that is when 29-year-old Eusebio Espinosa Jr., later identified as the Coast Guard officer, allegedly drew a black pistol and struck the individual twice in the face with the weapon. The injuries sustained by the victim were later classified by medical professionals as wounding. Eyewitnesses report that Espinosa fled the scene but was subsequently detained by authorities. During a search of his residence, police recovered a Glock 19 pistol. The investigation into the incident remains ongoing as authorities work to determine all the circumstances surrounding the altercation. Moe's Market, located at the corner of 5th Avenue and 5th Street North in Corozal, was the scene of yet another failed robbery attempt. Persons in the area reported seeing two suspicious individuals approaching the store, one of them donning what is being described as a red hook or mask. Cops were immediately called to the area as the individuals concealing his identity proceeded to the store, where he engaged in a confrontation with the shop owner. Police arrived shortly after, and while the suspect was being taken into custody, he received a gunshot wound to the knee.
Charges against a 20 Police are preparing to lay charges against a 20-year-old male of San Antonio Village, Corozal District in relation to an attempted robbery that occurred sometime shortly after 7:30 p.m. on Sunday, 16 November 2025. What the investigation has disclosed so far is that the male person entered Moe's supermarket and brandished an apparent firearm, assaulted the merchant, and demanded that he hand over the money that was in his possession. A struggle ensued between the male person and the merchant, and the male person was able to make his escape. However, police officers were in the vicinity and they apprehended this male person, and during the course of doing so, the male person received a gunshot wound to the knee.
The incident marks the second time in just over a month that Moe's Market has faced a similar attempt. On October 19, the store was already targeted in an unsuccessful robbery. On Wednesday, November 12, 2025, cops in Orange Walk intercepted a substantial load of suspected untaxed agricultural goods during a routine mobile patrol along Santa Cruz Road. At approximately 6:15 p.m., officers from the Mobile Interdiction Unit stopped a white Ford Explorer bearing Corozal license driven at the time by 60-year-old retiree Genaro Campos, a resident of Louisiana area in Orange Walk Town. Accompanying him were 4 female passengers, Yolanda Campos, Liliana Campos, Francelia Cantun, and Nidia Lai. A search of the SUV revealed 4 black plastic bags filled with white onions, along with a quarter sack of additional onions and a single sack of limes. None of the occupants were able to present any receipts or documentation proving that the items had been cleared through customs or excise. The confiscated produce was transported to the Orange Walk Customs and Excise Depot for weighing and documentation. The total weight of the onions was approximately 89 pounds, and the lime supply amounted to around 150 units. The items are currently held by custom authorities as investigations into the matter continue. Police are conducting an inquiry into the sudden passing of a 55-year-old man from the shipyard community in the Orange Walk district. The individual, identified as Johan Fur, was found around 8 a.m. on Sunday, November 16, 2025, inside a zinc shed located on his property in Camp 5. According to official statement, Fur's 18-year-old son, Berhard Fur, led authorities to the scene after discovering his father's lifeless body. Reports indicate that prior to the incident, Johan had been under the influence of alcohol and had shown signs of distress. He had left his residence shortly before being found. Crime scene investigators examined the area and found no evidence suggesting foul play. Johan was then taken to the Northern Regional Hospital, where he was declared dead at 10:45 a.m. His body is now awaiting a post-mortem examination as the investigation continues. Coming up next, Oscar Mira assumes leadership at the Ministry of Home Affairs. Stay tuned.
It is truly an honor to stand here today as a part of the cell phone repair training program. A program that has not only taught us a valuable technical skill, but also empower us as women to step into a field that is often seen as male-dominated. We learn how to open up phones, identify parts, common problems, and even fix these issues on our own. We have not only learned a new trade, but we have proven that women can do anything we set our minds to.
I am forever grateful for this experience. This course was amazing, and I bet these ladies have that knowledge now, and nobody's gonna take away that knowledge that we have.
So it's an opportunity for you to start to figure out a way forward and to be able to market to your community.
When women are empowered and they're productive, they produce, GDP grows, and we're all more productive and better off as an entire country. So they're investing in you, and they fully expect that you guys are going to go out and work and make your community better, make your families better, and then the country as a consequence is going to be so much better because of your hard work. I want to thank you for believing in yourself, for having the confidence to at least attempt something new. And in the future, I want you to continue to take chances, to challenge yourself, not to underestimate what you can do and try new things. Because a lot of times, people need just one chance.
Shop smart for your Samsung devices in Belize and enjoy benefits you won't get anywhere else. When you shop locally for your Samsung, all your devices will be covered by a 1-year local warranty. You won't get that when shopping with the other guys. When in doubt, always look for the Cellular World seal to know you're getting the real deal. Shop with confidence and enjoy your Galaxy knowing that it can be repaired locally at our Samsung Service Center by certified Samsung technicians using original parts and machinery. Even better, enjoy the best LTE experience in Belize, knowing that your Samsung devices are compatible with major local carrier networks. Get the ultimate Samsung Galaxy experience only when you shop from authorized Samsung resellers nationwide.
No matter how green the grass is over there, you belong here with us.
Welcome to the overworld. Anything you can dream about here?
Some things are gonna come out about me. I can't live with it no more.
Put a track lock on itself. Who moves, I want to know.
Hoy te vamos a contar un cuento basado en una historia real. Chao Dengue, capítulo 1. Síntomas del dengue. Había una vez una familia que, sin saberlo, llevaba consigo un visitante no deseado. No era un monstruo ni un fantasma, pero sí algo que podía debilitar su cuerpo y robarle la energía. Pronto llegaron la fiebre, acompañada de dolor de cabeza, principalmente detrás de los ojos, dolor de cuerpo, náuseas y un sarpullido que se enrojecía por su piel. ¿Qué debían hacer en ese momento? Lo primero era no caer en la automedicación. En la mente del padre resonaban las palabras de los expertos. La clave está en buscar ayuda temprana. Así que, sin dudarlo, se dirigió a la unidad de salud más cercana, donde le brindaron la atención necesaria. Pero la historia no termina ahí. Si alguien en su familia también enfrentaba la misma situación, era enviado a su hogar con una lista de recomendaciones para ser cuidado allí. El reposo se convertía en su mejor escudo y la hidratación en su arma más poderosa. Abundante líquido y, sobre todo, sales de rehidratación oral serían sus aliados en la recuperación. La familia aprendió que la acción temprana podía marcar la diferencia para que esta historia tenga un final feliz. Y colorín colorado, la salud hay que cuidarla en todos lados.
Is your internet struggling to reach every corner of your home? Say goodbye to dead zones. Introducing Villo, your ultimate solution for seamless internet coverage. Whether you're streaming, gaming, working from home, or scrolling through social media, Villo delivers a fast, reliable Wi-Fi where you need it most. As a valued Centaur internet customer, you can be one of the first to access Villo free of cost. For more information, call 380-0101.
Nicaraguan surgeon Dr. Carlos Saboria Cose, 51, walked out of the Belize City Magistrates Court a free man on Monday afternoon after the chief magistrate ruled that he had no case to answer to on a charge of administering an obnoxious substance to a fellow medical professional. The ruling was delivered around 2:35 p.m. where Dr. Cose's attorney, Richard Dickey Bradley, successfully argued a no-case submission, resulting in the dismissal of the charge. Dr. Cose was accused of tampering with the drink of Venezuelan nurse Javier Brito Nava, who claimed he blacked out during a night out on November 30, 2024, and awoke 2 days later with no memory of how he got home. A subsequent urine test conducted on December 4th reportedly detected the presence of benzodiazepines. However, in delivering her ruling, the chief magistrate found that the prosecution failed to establish the essential elements of the offense, the act of administering the substance. We do not know if the administering happened by tampering with the drink, as the prosecution did not prove this, she stated. Without the administering element of the offense, the court cannot have him answer to the charge. The court highlighted several weaknesses in the prosecution's case, including inconsistencies in the complainant's testimony, particularly regarding his memory of the night, lack of chronological evidence showing how the alleged administering occurred, unexplained gaps surrounding video evidence, including why footage was extracted from a third-party cell phone rather than the original CCTV system, and whether the material was tampered with, and no evidence linked Dr. Cose to the detected substance, despite benzo being found in the complainant's system. The chief magistrate also questioned why the complainant visited the accused doctor's home with police officers 2 days after making the report, noting his response, "I wish I knew why," offered no clarity. With these concerns, the court concluded that the prosecution had not met the threshold required to establish a prima facie case. Dr. Cose, once employed as a general surgeon at the Carl Houston Memorial Hospital, was fired and had his medical license revoked when the allegations surfaced. He had been out on bail of $6,000 since the charge was first brought. Today marks the official start of a new chapter at the Ministry of Home Affairs as the recently appointed Minister, Honorable Oscar Mira, assumed leadership following last week's cabinet reshuffle announced by Prime Minister John Briceño. The former Minister of Defense steps into the role with a clear and urgent mandate, revamp the ministry and rebuild public confidence. Mira's new assignment comes after the Prime Minister's initial choice for the ministry, Honorable Henry Charles Usher, chose to remain at the Ministry of the Public Service. With Mira now at the helm, the government hopes a fresh leadership will accelerate improvements in policing, crime-fighting infrastructure, and public responsiveness. Speaking on his first day in office, Minister Mira emphasized that restoring trust begins with strengthening the systems that support law enforcement and public safety. A key component of his agenda, he says, will be advancing Belize's forensic capabilities.
Taking this job as a way of service to our people here in Belize. I know that this ministry is a challenging ministry. I never believe that it is going to be an easy road. But there are many things that we can change. There are many things that we can do to ensure that we get back the trust of the Belizean people to the Belize Police Department. There are other departments that we're working with, for example, the Forensic Department, the police, and enterprise. A lot of work to do, but we are excited of all the different projects that we have. We know that we have so many different police stations that are going to be built here all over the country. That is one. The National Forensic as well, moving to Bangopan. That's very exciting. So many things that we have to do. I am meeting the staff today. I have had very good discussions with the staff, and I'm hoping that together we can move this ministry forward. I am hoping to meet with the staff of Enterprise sometime very, very soon to ensure that we do the work that needs to get done, ensuring that we have a vibrant enterprise industry here in Belize. It is never an easy job. And transitions are always not an easy thing.
The incoming minister also reflected on his tenure as the Ministry of Defense, which now returns to the stewardship of Honorable Florencio Marin Jr. Mira said he looks forward to continued collaboration with Marin to ensure smooth transitions and uninterrupted progress across both ministries.
We don't really love to have change. And today, as I reflected back on the years that I was at the Ministry of National Defense and Border Security, I reflected on those years that I worked in the BDF, and then being their Minister of State, and for the last 8 to 10 months being their minister. It has been with a lot of gratitude. It has been with a lot of work. I have done my best to ensure that we do what we could to ensure that the morale of the BDF and the Coast Guard was being met. So many projects that we have pending, and as I spoke to the new minister this morning, I asked him to please look at those programs that we have and those projects that we have started to ensure that we complete them for the benefit of the BDF and the Coast Guard.
As Mira settles into his new portfolio, Belizeans will be watching closely to see whether his proposed reforms, particularly in the areas of forensics, can help strengthen crime investigations and reinforce public confidence in the country's security institution. It is yet to be confirmed who will be the new chief executive officer in the ministry. The Northern Regional Hospital NRH today joined the global medical community in observing World Prematurity Day, an annual event dedicated to raising awareness about premature babies and the challenges faced by infants born too soon. Marked every year on November 17th, the day highlights the importance of neonatal care and the need for continued support for families navigating premature deliveries. To commemorate the occasion, NRH opened its doors to key stakeholders across the community, including representatives from the Belize Police Department, the Rotary Club, La Inmaculada RC School, and members of the media. Guests were taken on an extensive walkthrough of the hospital's maternal and neonatal care areas to gain first-hand insight into the services and facilities that support mothers and their newborns. The hospital's maternity and neonatal division comprises of 5 specialized departments: maternal and child health, labor and delivery, postnatal care, the neonatal intensive care unit, NICU. Together, these departments form the core of the hospital's efforts to ensure safe deliveries and provide critical care for premature infants, some of whom require weeks or months of specialized attention.
When, like I mentioned, we have the MCH department. The MCH department provides prenatal care. They provide the prenatal care encompasses service to the pregnant mommies to be able to evaluate them, examine them, so that we can see if they are at risk of any situation that puts their pregnancy in risk, right? So. They evaluate patients, they do testing on them, they educate them, and then when the baby is born, they refer them to the maternity ward so that we can go through with their labor and delivery. There in the maternity ward, we have our inpatient department that has a rooming in area and a nursery department. Our rooming in area is where the babies are, like the word says, rooming in beside their mommies. These are babies that are healthy, more than 37 weeks. And now babies that are at risk of going into the nursery are babies who have difficulty breathing, babies that are too preterm, babies that are low birth weight. All of these babies require a specialized care because they require monitoring to check their oxygenation, their ability to breathe on their own, their ability to regulate temperature so that they don't suffer hypothermia, their ability to eat, to digest, to feed, right? So that their glycemia levels are appropriate. So we have that nursery level. When our patients get discharged from nursery and get discharged from the hospital, we have our nurses and our pediatrician also who provide education to the mommies and daddies. They inform them of what follow-up the baby needs. So they are referred to, again, to the MCH clinic where a nurse right there is waiting for them to reach before that 1 week schedule so that they can follow them up and give them specialized care. What specialized care do we provide at the MCH department? We provide stimulation, early stimulation for the babies, and in some cases, some babies can benefit from our newly acquired physiotherapists too, who also gives them certain exercises because some babies need that extra stimulation. And we work together with the pediatrician, myself included, on what other tests the baby might need. Some premature babies need, all premature babies need an eye exam, an ophthalmological exam, a transfontanel ultrasound because they are at risk of bleeding, and further stimulation, further education to the mom on how to notice that the baby is reaching those milestones.
During the tour, visiting groups observed the hospital's efforts to ensuring that mothers and babies are met with medical professionals who care for premature babies around the clock. Dr. Salazar highlighted the importance of early detection, continuous monitoring, and parental involvement in improving survival rates and long-term outcomes for premature infants.
Okay. Well, Ms. Norma, we are seeing rise in premature birth, but especially in this being influenced in one of the risk factors, the age, right? The age. We have mommies coming, young mommies coming below 18 years of age, coming pregnant and having babies. We have had the extremes, even females coming as young as 13 years. All of this is a risk factor for the babies to come out small or to come out premature. So yes, we have been seeing an increase. Just last year, 2024, we saw 41 premature births. And this year, only until October, we have had at least 40. So we did see an increase. But what I'm mostly seeing is the poor prenatal follow-up, which we can make a difference in, and the age. We need to educate our population, our young people, that having babies too soon is not healthy.
With nearly 1 in 10 babies born prematurely worldwide each year, NRH's initiative underscores the global call to action to ensure that every newborn, regardless of size or circumstance, has the best possible start to life. Belizeans are being warned about a scam involving a Facebook account that appears to be operated by Prime Minister John Briceño. The impersonator is attempting to deceive individuals into revealing sensitive personal information by promising fake grants and financial aid. Screenshots circulating on social media reveal the scammer utilizing the Prime Minister's photo, name, and profile to contact unsuspected users. The fraudulent account begins interactions with friendly greetings before shifting focus to claims about the supposed cash grant program allegedly sponsored by the United States and the United Nations. In the messages, the scammer states, "This is to inform you that the United States has decided to assist our country through their ongoing cash grant initiative because of our struggling economy." The impersonator further asserts that the program is backed by the UN and aims to support disabled individuals, widows, widowers, and seniors. This approach follows a typical pattern used by online fraudsters, establishing trust, making enticing promises of financial gain, and then convincing victims to share personal details or send money. The language and formatting of the messages also reveals signs of deception, including numerous spelling mistakes, awkward phrasing, and incorrect descriptions of international agencies. In October, authorities issued a warning regarding a fabricated AI-generated video circulating on social media, which urged viewers to invest money for quick profits. The video, produced in Spanish and featuring images of well-known Belizeans, including Prime Minister Briceño, was entirely fabricated. Officials highlighted that AI deepfake scams are becoming increasingly sophisticated, capable of convincingly manipulated voices and faces. Belizeans are advised to exercise caution and avoid sharing personal information or sending money in response to such videos or messages. The scammer also falsely claims that as Prime Minister, he was awarded an official fund of $50,000 to distribute to citizens of my choosing, adding that he has already allocated grants to friends and some members of the public. Authorities continue to monitor these scams and urge the public to remain vigilant against such deceptive schemes designed to exploit trust and financial resources. And there is more news after the break. Stay tuned.
Personally, I want to thank the GOB, Government of Belize, for giving Ecumenical College its fair share of these Chromebooks.
We used to get our work done and learn on the typewriter. In the last 25 years, we have seen a complete transformation.
It is my esteemed pleasure to give a heartfelt thank you to the Ministry of Education and most notably to the Minister of Education, Mr. Rekenya, and his team for this tremendous donation to our school and our students. Please note that this gesture speaks volume to your dedication to our education system.
Basketball fans, the NBA season is back and more electrifying than ever.
Forever.
Witness every battle, every dunk, and every overhead and back pass with Centaur's Express Plus app. This season is a must-watch event packed with heart-stopping moments and unforgettable plays. Don't miss out. Stream all the action live on the Centaur's Express Plus app.
Hey, drop James Harden's ass!
Express Plus, your front row seat to the 2025 NBA season.
Oh man, one more scroll and my data is done.
Wait, who said anything about running out? Smart just dropped a more powerful plan that now includes social media data, so you can scroll till your fingers cramp. Enjoy free social media data now included in our Flex Choice and Select postpaid plans. Visit any Smart showroom to sign up today because connectivity just got even better. Smart, bringing people together.
Cellular World 21st anniversary is here and we're celebrating big. We've lined up 21 incredible offers on the products you love the most. Get the coolest smartphone starting at just $109 or go premium with Samsung and Apple deals you can't miss. Upgrade your home with a new 55, 65 or 75-inch smart TV at an unbelievable price and make every night a movie night or take the party anywhere with a new new JBL Grip speaker and Samsung headphones, all with a 1-year warranty and the special anniversary price. Plus, enjoy incredible discounts on laptops, printers, and office equipment, perfect for home or work. Thank you for being with us for 21 years. Belize, now celebrate with us for all the years to come. Visit Cellular World today in Belize City, Belmopan, Orange Walk, and San Pedro.
Get the most out of your internet with Centaur's ExpressNet. Are you ready to supercharge your online experience? When connecting to your Velo Mesh device, make sure you're linked to our blazing fast 5 GHz frequency. Why 5 GHz? Faster speeds at a shorter range. 5 GHz is perfect for use in smaller spaces where speed is your top priority. As for the 2.4 GHz, while connection may travel farther, it can lead to slower performance. Remember, choose 5 GHz for your devices and experience the difference instantly. ExpressNet, bringing you the best speeds for the ultimate online experience. For more information, contact us at 380-0101.
The Ministry of Tourism, Youth, Sports, and Diaspora Relations participated in the 21st Caribbean Area Network for Quality Assurance in Tertiary Education under the theme Next Gen QA Metrics That Matter, hosted by the Ministry of Education, Science, and Technology in partnership with CANQUAT at the Michael Ashcroft Center in Belize City. The Ministry of Tourism provided a valuable informational booth designed to equip Caribbean educators and professionals with a comprehensive understanding of Belize's highly responsive and resilient sustainable tourism model. Attendees were furnished with critical resources and guidance essential to inform their stewardship prior to embarking on their scheduled tours and future visits in Belize. The importance of information sharing unifies our purpose and best practices for protecting and preserving Belize's extraordinary nature environment and profound cultural patrimony. Today at the CCAD Pavilion at COP30, Belize highlighted its growing leadership in climate transparency, market readiness, and regional cooperation during our side event. The event focused on advancing policy, capacity, and leadership, Belize's regional transparency hub, and climate delivery. Orlando Habet, Minister of Sustainable Development, emphasized Belize's commitment to putting transparency at the center of climate action, supported by strong political will, evidence-based decision-making, and collaboration across Central America and the Dominican Republic. With support from ICAT, the region has trained over 200 government officers, strengthened national MRV systems, and advanced biennial transparency reports, clear steps towards making COP30 the COP of implementation. The event also featured insights from ICAT leadership, the National Climate Change Office, and the regional panel on lessons learned from Belize's Regional Transparency Hub, including building durable national expertise, strengthening MRV and NDC processes, enhancing market readiness, developing replicable regional solutions, and ensuring transparency drives credible finance and real climate action. Belize also reaffirmed its commitment to institutionalizing transparency, securing sustainable financing, and continuing to lead regional cooperation for a more resilient future. Belize remains ready to deliver with transparency, ambition, and action, the National Climate Change Office noted. And that's the news. We invite you to join us for another newscast on Tuesday, November 18th, here on CTV3 News and Fiesta FM 106.7. Remember that to read a text version of the news, you can visit our website at ctv3belizenews.com. You can also log on to our Facebook page for current stories at facebook.com/CTV3BelizeNews or our YouTube channel at CTV3 News BZ. From all of us here at CTV3, thank you for watching and listening. Good night.